Everybody's got to believe in something. Everybody's got to believe in something. Everybody's got to believe in something. Break it down.
GSL 10주년이라 드디어 올 것이 왔군. 좋아, 이제 한번 제대로 시작해볼까? 2020 GSL 시즌 1 코드S 쇼다운. 자, 한판 붙어보자고.
Yeah, GSL입니다. I like that Korean Rainer. It's amazing. Welcome back, everybody. We are here for another day of GSL. It's good to finally be back. How are you doing, Artosis?
I'm doing fantastically. Thank you for asking. Taste. How are you doing today?
I'm super duper. What you got there?
Hot 6. You want one?
Yeah, can I have one of those? Thank you. I just saw you open up a package. I'm not used to seeing that right when the show starts. Kind of crazy.
Someone told me to get you a Hot 6 today, so there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. We've got a great group here today. I think, especially if you're watching the English language stream, you're probably most excited about Scarlett today.
Yes, yes, of course. And, well, Rogue and Innovation are no slouches.
I know, but I'm super excited for Scarlett's games. It's going to be a tough group for her, but maybe she'll pull through. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously hard group. Rogue and Innovation, absolutely two of the top players in the world. Of course, we have Top back, known as Kiwian.
It's going to be hard for me to...
More of a popular streamer nowadays.
That's right. But very cool to have him back. You know, it's not often we have somebody who's been so strong in the past. And then to come back and be dominant now. By the way, we have a little award here. We'll be giving Innovation.
All right, we're going to kick off the show with the Nasty Award ceremony. It is Innovation who receives the prize. He is the 17th recipient of the Nasty Award. All right, how do you feel, Innovation? Well, I never imagined it, and I'm really happy that I received it. It feels a little bit late, but I still got it. But I'll try to make it to my 20th consecutive appearances. Well, you mentioned that it feels a little late, but it's true because right behind Maru, you hold the record for the second most GSL seasons won. So do you not care about like statistics? Well, I feel like I made it to a lot of GSL seasons, so I'm pretty happy. And Innovation, you're famous for your 100% rate for round of 16 appearance. And last season, it was your first time getting eliminated from the round of 32. So I'm pretty sure fans have high hopes for you this season. What do you have to say? Well, this group seems pretty good for me. But I'm not going to try to let my guard down, and I'll try my best. And that was the 17th recipient, Innovation.
네, 지금까지 이신영 선수 만나봤고요. 지금부터 24강 비조 경기 시작하겠습니다.
자, 시작해볼까?
All right. Thank you, Andy. We're close to getting our game started here. Again, StarCraft 2, everything started up a little bit later in the year, but that just means now, with everybody having to quarantine everywhere, we have a lot of StarCraft content we're going to be consuming throughout the rest of this year.
That is for sure. A lot of StarCraft going on. And of course, Codes just having started up. We had that big upset in Group A with Bunny getting out over SOS. Also,
SOS bringing one of the greatest StarCraft games ever.
Yeah,
in the 22-year history of all of StarCraft. I mean, the Nexus in the main, to then recall in the Adepts, to draw attention away, to then hide a pylon in the corner to warp into two DTs
to win the game.
It's like, okay, we're still unpacking this game. Really special stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, he does not move on, but
yeah, but he played strongly though and moved on. So great for him. And of course, Sue moved on in first place in that group, no problem. Now today, it looks like it should be Rogue and Innovation. Of course, Scarlett always has a shot. She is of a level to possibly get into that round of 16. And then we have Kiwian, or Top. Let me bring back everyone's memories about this guy a little bit, okay? Because this guy played.
Please bring back our
way
memories.
He was in OGS back then. OGS
It's such
Top.
a funny way to say that. Let me bring our memories back.
Yeah, when I say these things, people are going to remember, but you don't remember right now.
Yeah, all
Tell
right.
me something about Top, other than he was in OGS.
He had really strong pushes, and sometimes he overextended and ended up dying.
So you're just saying something bland about every
Actually, that's
Terran?
true. But I do remember a lot of these games, he had like a way-winning advantage back when we cast him in the day.
Yeah. Courtesy of Kochanfe, the wonderful stats man, he sent me some awesome stats about him. But
yeah,
let's remember for a moment. Let me bring back your memories, so to say. He was in a GSL finals against MVP.
That's right.
Okay. He made a top 4 in the original Super Tournament in 2011. He also was a Code A champion back in the day.
That's right.
But he hasn't played a premier event since Home Story Cup 7 in 2015.
So it's been a long time. Did he do his compulsory military service? I actually don't.
I do not know.
I'm assuming that he did, but we don't actually know for sure.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but here's a really interesting one. He has, you can put groups into Ligulac, and it has, like, all the stats of all pro games ever, and it will give you percentages of people to move on, and it's always pretty accurate, because how you play and how you've done in the past is a good predictor of the future. Kiwian has the lowest percentage to advance that a Ligulac has ever given anyone in GSL.
Yeah.
By far.
And I'll tell you what,
It is at 0.39%. That's the
that's
odds
actually,
that he advances.
That's even lower than I thought it was going to be. That's
0.39%.
That numbers like that you hear only in science fiction movies when the AI is trying to tell the humans in the climax of the movie how unlikely their chances are of surviving whatever snafu they're in at that time.
Yeah.
There's only a 0.39% chance of survival.
Yeah. That's literally his situation according to a Ligulac. And he actually, in the Legacy of the Void era, this is kind of another interesting one. Only like 4 players have gotten into Code S in Legacy of the Void with win rates lower than 50%. He's one of them. So this contributes to why it's such a low chance of him to advance. It is a long shot, Kiwian versus Rogue, but let's see.
Everdream will be where it will start out this best of 3. I mean, this is a true David versus Goliath match here. I mean, it'll be insane if we have a Terran victory between these two players, because Rogue, one of the greatest Zergs of all time here, you know, from A to Z, he's basically got perfect play. Anyways, our game's actually loaded up. Let's go. Rogue versus Top. How do I say it? Kiwian? Kiwian? All right, doesn't roll off the tongue. Starts now. Let's go. Yes.
퍼포먼스로 앞서 LG 울트라 기어와 넘버원 에너지 드링크 핫식스가
Look at all
이번
the cans
전투를
open.
지원한다고.
They're spinning. What's going to happen? They're going to explode. Oh.
It's only one SCV.
Wait, is it going to go? Okay. Just out of Overlord sight range. Actually, just turns a little bit into the other direction. Now it's pull first here for Zerg. And yeah, he only sent one SCV out.
Yeah.
So this is no double proxy racks, just a single proxy racks.
Yeah, that's so already I like what we're seeing, because like when I saw the SCV going, I'm like, okay, this is Rogue is on Maru's team. You idiot! Like, why would you do this? But the fact that it's one barrack shows that he's doing something that has potential to throw Rogue off, right?
Right.
It's good planning, I would say.
This hasn't been as popular lately.
A single proxy barracks against Zerg? I don't even remember the last time we saw that. Last time we saw that is when drones came and killed Maru's SCVs.
Yeah, we don't see this as often, and this may throw Rogue off. The thing that's just hard to imagine is, like, what would a victory for Terran look like against Rogue? You know, it's hard to ever imagine Rogue really losing any game. Ever, and this is such a mismatch, but let's see what happens. Now the bunker is thrown in between the blind spot. The Overlord does come down and spot it, though. Here come the 2 Lings, which will chase the SCV away. There is a Reaper that's going to be coming up here, but the bunker is forced to be canceled. And I'm not sure where the rush would go from here. You know, if you're going to get the bunker up, you have to do it pretty quickly. Basically before there's too much creep on the ground.
Well, you know what? Just utilize the Reapers, I guess, as best you can. They're there a little bit early. Already got 2 lings when we're used to just 4 lings being damaged.
Yeah.
So that's something at least. Second Reaper on the way. Of course, the factory going up. I'm excited to see how this continues.
Same. I'm really curious, though, like, what, because, you know, with the barracks already in the middle of the map, that really slows down all of your production, especially since this basically didn't do anything to the Zerg, right? This has slowed down the Zerg none.
Very little.
Yeah.
Very
compared to just not being able to produce out of a barracks that has to go all the way across the map.
Got a creep tumor. It's not nothing.
Yeah. It's not nothing is one way to put it, yeah.
Yeah. It's not nothing.
Sometimes, like, the glass is half full. It's like the glass can contain liquid. It's not broken. Like, I don't know how to make that optimistic.
Glass is not broken.
I mean, hey, that proxy did stop a creep tumor that will be remade again later on. But
if you wanted to put water in it, it could, like, do that for you.
There's not a hole in the glass, is the way I'd put it.
Yeah. There's no holes in
We don't have to throw the glass away.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not full or half, you know, half full or half empty, but, you know, it's like, it's a perfectly good glass, you know.
Yeah. That's how to look at it.
You could drink water or milk or soda, well, you know, anything out of it.
Hot 6.
Hot 6. You could get 3 different glasses. You get 3 different flavors.
Or you could make hot 6 swamp water.
What is that?
Swamp water? It's when you get, you know, like the soda vending machines at a restaurant. You get
I know what you're talking about. I've never heard it called swamp water. Yeah, where you mix all the different sodas together.
Yeah. That's what my wife calls it. I never called it that, but I liked it. It's like, because think of the color it would become.
Yeah, it becomes some kind of brown,
brownish,
gray thing.
Oh, so gonna be going up into BCs immediately. It looks like. Cool. Quite a quick Baneling Nest coming out. I think that Rogue is playing a very defensive game here. That's probably an anti-Hellbat Baneling Nest, if I had to guess. Of course, the Viking going to be taking out the Overlord, but the Overlord scouting and actually sees Banshee tech, right? So it didn't end up seeing the fusion core. That was a nice fake out.
Yeah.
Dude, the glass has some water in it.
Yeah, the glass is not... It's still fine. It's still a glass. It's not broken. There's no chip on it, you know.
It's got some water in it, dude.
Yeah. Some clean water.
Some clean water.
Yeah. Doesn't have mud water in it.
No mud water as of yet. We're going to see, though. Okay, there is an armory on the way, so this is going to be Hellbat BC, which I think is, I mean, this is a really reasonable
Yeah, I really like how...
idea. Like, I don't like Hellbat pushes in general because it's really obvious. Like, a lot of weaker Terrans will do that against stronger Zergs.
Sure.
And it's like a yes-no question that's almost always no.
Yeah, I like the way you put that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to come out now. But
Yeah,
you know,
hasn't seen the armory at least.
Yeah, which is actually a pretty big deal here. It's much better for Terran if he hasn't seen the armory yet. Now he's going to come out here just to the edge. Really, for the Zerg right now, this is a game of simply stopping the next few attacks here and then teching past this here.
Well, there's 4 Banelings.
I don't know about that splitting, but he's coming up here now. Now, he's jumped the BC over here. However, it seems to me like there's so many queens that he can actually keep doing damage.
Yeah.
And basically take out all the Hellbats. No drones are going to die. And he can actually chase away the battlecruiser. So it feels like that completely and totally backfired.
There's a smudge of lipstick on the glass now, Tasteless.
Yeah.
You're going to have to send that back to the kitchen.
Yeah, this is like the glass came out, but you saw the waiter's thumb was in the drink, and it's like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you get me water when we eat together, I watch your hands to make sure that doesn't happen.
Do you really?
Yeah.
In case I just put my thumb in the water. It's so gross.
You don't, though. You're very good about it.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you.
That's not stopping me from watching, though. I suspect one day you'll make a mistake.
Okay, he's going to come in again. And, yeah, I mean, this is really easy shutdown. Just snipes one of those Hellions. The Spire is about halfway done. But, I mean, so far, I don't think Terran is doing I mean, frankly, any damage at all.
Yeah, nothing.
He's not killing workers. The workers aren't even getting pulled. The Zerg just has enough and swats the attack away.
That's a bit annoying.
Yep.
Not many things that shoot up. Going to use the BC. Yamato's on the way, and a second BC popped. So this is mech. Multiple VCs. Normally what you'll see when Yamato comes out is 3 VCs. Generally, we don't see more than that nowadays. But we'll see about that. And actually, okay, this I'm finding really interesting and I'm very excited about. There's mutas being made. Mutas being made by Rogue here.
Yeah, well, there's actually almost no anti-air besides the BCs. But
Yeah, that's...
if he gets enough out, I mean, I don't even think there's that many turrets over here. If he could just get over here when the BCs are not there, the Queens can still defend. Maybe he could just start to wipe out a whole bunch of workers, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. And the funny thing is, when the BC builds first started popping up quite a bit, there was some pros were trying some Mutalisk builds. I remember Impact tried one. Actually, Scarlett tried one. And they all lost, but I felt like there was some potential with Mutalisk being a counterplay to the BCs. And most people disagreed with that, but let's see what Rogue's plans are here.
Okay, here we go. The Mutas are going to fly in, and you know, not adequate defense at all. A lot of SCVs are going to be picked up here. Now the battle cruisers are going to warp in, but the Mutas can just avoid them, right? He's going to come through and just damage even more workers over here. And yeah, I mean, battle cruisers on paper they can fight. They can fight Mutalisks, but Mutalisks are much, much, much quicker. Yeah. And so damage is far from over, I think, here.
Yeah, definitely 15 SCVs going down is quite a bit. No turrets up still. Very, very painful. Rogue's Harassment doing a great job here.
Yeah, Rogue's creep spread is also getting pretty insane. He's really beginning to fill up all the gaps here on the map. And behind this, you could just keep producing. And we actually have more and more Mutalisks being made. And I think that's partially because with inadequate anti-air defense like turrets inside the Terran's base, you'll never be able to leave with those battle cruisers. Those are no longer harassing units. Those are there to defend, which allows them to grow.
They're not supposed to be defensive units.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be, but that's what they are now. And you know, you can really see that I think things are just going to get worse and worse and worse here from the Terran side. Wow, well, that was a pretty insane hit.
Yeah, really nice mine hit there. Repairing on that turret immediately. Eventually, the turret will be taken down. A lot of SCVs going down as well. Kiwian losing so much of his economy right now.
Yeah, and I mean, what, it's 38 workers to 87. To 87!
87, man. That is a lot.
Yeah, I
10 more mutas on the way, too.
I just find it hard to imagine a scenario where Terran comes back from this, you know?
It is tough. It is tough. You have to get really cost efficient coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, even with mech, how you're supposed to do that here.
Yeah. Another little link counterattack coming in here. I guess, yeah, I guess he was hitting one of those battle cruisers. They had to leave immediately. Did he kill one of them?
Yeah,
I see two now.
I guess one died.
Yeah, there were 3 before. So I actually think that we're not going to see this game end with Terran failing with a push. I think Zerg's getting so far ahead that we're probably going to see Zerg come over and topple that third base or maybe attack the natural.
It is possible. And right now, Rogue's on 6 base. Like,
Rogue has Banelings crashing into tanks.
Yeah. Look,
GG.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, you have to expect Rogue to dismantle Kiwian, but I like the ideas, right? Like the one proxy barracks, try to pull the wool over his eyes or something, right? Like get the Hellbats.
I get what he was trying to do. It's too bad it didn't work better, but like, I don't know, man. Rogue's like one of the greatest Zergs that has ever touched the game. So
top 3 easily, argument for best or second best. I mean, he's there, man. Kiwian is a long way from what his prime was, but maybe there's a new prime coming.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is just the start. I mean, we'll see how he does in this group. It would be really cool if he got out. I don't imagine it's going to happen at all, but maybe he'll be back next season, you know?
It's possible.
We've seen people step away and be dominant when they were in a different era and then come back in a new meta and still deliver. So maybe this is just the beginning. Anyways, Game 2 will be on Nightshade. Good luck to our Terran player, because right now this Zerg is looking unstoppable.
전투 준비 완료. 지니어 그린윙즈, 로그, 이병렬. 키위안, 김정우.
Looks like a pool first build here from Rogue.
We don't have any proxy this time around, which I think is probably going to be better. The last time, it just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, it's like
2 lanes for
and a
proxy.
creep tumor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, the more stuff you proxy on the map, a really easy rule to follow. The more stuff that you've proxied in the map, more likely the more damage you need to do to make it worthwhile. You know, there's a few moments where you can just have stuff all over the map, and it's like, oh, it's fine, give or take. You know. Oh, you are gonna drink that new
for
hot six,
bro.
Yeah. I actually never see you drink energy drinks in general. You must like.
No,
the
I don't.
taste.
I don't drink many energy drinks.
Yeah.
But Hot Six? Are you kidding me? Have you heard of this place called the Hot Six Africa TV Coliseum?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole damn studio. You ever heard of the Hot Six GSL?
I think I have.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan of that show. Now, again, with the way that Rogue tends to play, I mean, he'll occasionally do these like crazy all-ins and stuff like that, but Rogue was really the player that showed on the Korean scene just how far out you could stretch Zerg play. Like supreme endgame.
Yeah.
Late
He was
game.
the first to really show superb endgame Zerg in the modern era. Some of the European Zergs at this point are really super good at it and have helped it evolve quite a bit, but I would say Rogue is kind of the OG of that, right?
Yeah.
The year that he won the World Championship, he was just a king of getting to that late game and just destroying everybody.
And you know, this is a pretty tricky burden here for Terran. I mean, the way the matchup operates, and granted, there's always chances for either side to do some kind of weird all-in, but generally a Terran wins by pushing out and stopping the Zerg from getting too big. A Zerg wins the game by basically deflecting all the attacks, teching ahead, and then crushing in the late game. So a Terran player almost always has to figure out some way to come in and deny the Zerg growth, and there's tons of different pushes and styles to do that with. You know, we see ones where, you know, players like Innovation they're good enough at control and macro that they can just, almost like it's an arm wrestling match, they could just keep pushing and pushing and eventually smash the bases. And we've seen other plays where it's drops everywhere and the Zerg can't keep up. And you know, the problem for the Zerg is that they usually have more bases and more areas to cover. And so, you know, if you can get them to where they just can't quite keep up, they'll fizzle out. But Rogue is basically the best Zerg in Korea at stopping all of that.
Yeah.
And then getting to where he wants to be.
Pretty much.
And so in a mismatch like this, it's just really hard to imagine a situation where our Terran player does that to this Zerg player, you know?
Well, Rogue is making sure of it too by getting Overlord speed each game. He's going to get in here and scout that this is actually a 2-on-1 that's on the way. You know, a build that goes up and down in popularity over time. Sees the amount of Marines, probably already knows what it is. The 2-on-1, of course, is 2 barracks, a factory, and a starport. You get the stim, you get a couple medevacs out, and you zoom across the map to do some damage.
It's also, by the way, there's a reason why we're probably not going to see any super aggressive plays here from the Zerg or anything cheesy.
Yeah.
Just because the skill.
There's a skill differential.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody has experienced this where, okay, if you know you're better than somebody, you just play a pretty safe game and figure out what they're going to do and just stop it. You don't need to do any kind of rush.
Now, I want to point out there's a siege tank on the way, but also 2 eBays. It's been a while since this has been really on meta, this build. but I feel like I recall that if you were going to go siege tanks and additional medevacs to reinforce the push, that you only got 1 eBay, but he's getting 2, so I guess I'm not entirely sure. Maybe those are going to be more defensive siege tanks. I don't see more medevacs being made.
Drops 1 Marine there. But so far, this push is going to continue. Rogue is really on top of just staying underneath these medevacs so that they can never unload.
Yeah.
You can see he's got it actually right-clicked on there. That's
so
why
he
there's
drops
that
a
weird
bailing
headbutting.
out.
And, I mean, this was very well handled by Rogue. I mean, normally what you do is you roam around the map and you try to pick off creep tumors wherever you can and then eventually back off.
Well, not really a lot getting done, to be honest.
Whoa.
Oh. Tasteless.
Tasteless. He's going to pocket. Look, it's like Bunny's playing right now. He's going to put the 2 tanks inside the medevac.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get creep. I'm going to get creep. Ah, I'm pushing you.
I like how anyone who puts tanks in a medevac
Is Bunny.
Is Bunny.
Yeah.
I can see you're going to be at Bunny's wedding, like giving a speech.
I'll be like,
the
yeah, I
best
remember
man
just casting
speech.
his games, and you know he always put those 2 tanks in there, and everybody's laughing and nodding like he does do that.
Yeah.
Tasteless.
Like, I don't know why you're his best man if that's all you know about him.
Okay, so Top's actually getting a push on over here.
Yeah, Rogue is getting ready, though, for quite a flank. Bailing speed is almost done here. Oh, God. Oh, God, those Bailings are really pushing everything back.
Okay,
The
this
Queen's
just got
targeting
shut down. Okay, yeah, it was looking good at the start, but then when everything rolled in, this is getting crushed pretty badly. And again, another pickup here. I mean, at this point in time, the push has already failed. By the way, there's no third base set up yet here. There is a command center making, but Rogue's got creep everywhere.
Yeah, the creep spread is pretty nasty right now.
It's a nasty creep spread, Artos.
Nasty.
It's just nasty.
I like the word nasty. I want to see nasty creep spread, nasty
yeah,
storms.
Nasty storms and creep
I want to
spread.
see some nasty Widowmine hits coming up.
I think we need to say Wicked Widowmine hits.
Wicked, yeah.
Wicked's another one that's not used anymore. That's the name of my new energy drink, Wicked. Okay.
Right. 4th base and 5th base coming up.
5th base is coming. And, oh my God. Okay, we just got the tail end of this. Well, I don't think the 3rd base is ever going to really be a thing for a Terran player. He's now lost the majority of his army. I mean, you can actually keep pushing here with Lings.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It is 1-1 upgrades. The Lings are doing all right, getting through that hole in the wall, at least for the moment.
Yeah, he's just going to come in again. And I don't know. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Terran lost so much, not just in the push, but when he was trying to take his 3rd base, that you can just basically hold down the Z button for Zerglings and have a rally over here.
That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Getting around a lot of these Marines. There are quite a few medevacs to heal them.
GG. 3 Gs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a mismatch. Kiwian is obviously quite a high-level player, and I think that it's hard to watch anyone against Rogue who's not a top pro because Rogue is so strong.
Yeah, Rogue basically just looks invulnerable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the ideas were there, but then this is one of these moments where you can really highlight the skill difference with 2 players here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything that Top was doing at the start, it looked good. But then when it came time to actually make it work, it completely smashed.
Yeah.
Completely crushed.
Well, that's Rogue for you, right? This guy has won 2 IEM Katowice, a world championship, an IEM, a super tournament, a GSL. Like, there's nothing he hasn't done at this point.
Yeah.
So you expect him to kind of crush pretty much everyone in the world all the time. And that includes, you know, when it's such a large group that it's everybody, it does include Kiwian.
Yes. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, our second best of 5 in today's GSL Code S.